Predators. Hey, we're here to talk to you today about the workplace or work avoider
Mm-hmm.
and how to avoid them. Let's
Yeah.
dig our teeth into this one tonight, huh?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's sharpen these teeth.
Yeah. What about them? Who are they?
That's it. That's all I had. Oh, you know what? That reminds me of a story. It's just people who you get them in all works,
Yeah.
I guess,
I
but
think the
like
toilet
especially.
toilet paper roll is out. I'm gonna. Can I just
Yeah,
threw it
yeah.
here.
See,
I gotta change it
jumping
right
right
now.
to
Hold
it.
on. It's gonna take
No,
me 15, 20.
15,
It'll
20
be fine.
minutes.
I'm
I'll be right
working. I
back.
really am
But
working.
but the shipment just showed up. We've been waiting all morning, and it's 50-pound bags. No, 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 this will be like 1 minute. Oh my God, the phone is ringing. I gotta get the phone. When it's that guy or girl or person or child or whatever, because I think some jobs do employ children, and I'm for that. I think a stronger work ethic should be built into our children. But anyway, another time,
It's
another
more
topic.
children in Malaysia.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them
Trying to,
might be workplace avoiders as
yeah,
well.
yeah, trying to support their family.
Trying to, no, I meant the ones that try and get out of work.
Mm,
Oh,
mm, mm.
the it's like you're at work and you've been waiting around all day. People are stocking shelves, they're doing whatever, especially if it's like a clerk job or a
Mm-hmm.
physical labor job, and you're moving boxes and stuff. And they're like, "Hey, we're getting that shipment in. It comes in Wednesday. It's gonna be a whole lot of stuff. We need all hands on deck." Okay, cool, whatever. That's what we do. Wednesday at 10 a.m., the truck comes. I mean, everybody's been shooting the shit all morning because it hasn't been real busy. And then all of a sudden, it's time to unload the truck. Dun, dun, dun. Well, guess what? Workplace avoider says, "Oh, you know what? We got, I didn't stock the one item that's really in the back, and it's just foam cups. I'll be right back." You don't need to do that right now. No, 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 we're out. Someone could come in and want to buy them. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. And then that individual disappears for quite a while, and then boom, he's halfway. You're all halfway done unloading the big truck from the week. Yeah, and you're distracted. I noticed,
That
but it
person
doesn't
always
matter.
shows up at the last minute, like just before you're done,
Yeah,
to do the easiest part of the job.
some of them do really weird stuff. So there's a flow in the physical workplace where there's an order to things. Like the person with the box has the right of way. The person carrying the heavy item has the right of way.
Oh yeah,
You can hold your own door if you have one hand available.
it's very
There's just
intricate.
certain rules.
Yeah, it's detailed.
You're joking about it, but it really is. Like there's a rhythm to this kind of thing, so that maximizes
Mm-hmm.
who's carrying. I'm getting the job done. You're getting the job done. Next guy
If their
getting the job
energy's
done.
a little low, you just give them a little smack on the butt.
No,
Get
they
them,
do
get them going.
this. They go like they start handing you a box from the truck, and it's like, no, you get your own box and you walk it to wherever it's got to go. They're like this. Oh, here's one for you.
Dictating.
Oh, here's one for you. But it's not a dictation. It's like they just don't want to carry the box, so they're handing you one, and
They're
it's like
waiting
you're gonna
until
have
there
to
are no
carry
more
it.
people.
Yes, and then they'll have to carry a box, and it's like you just saved 30 seconds. What the hell are you doing? Or the other one they do, it's an infamous one, like, oh, let me get the door for you. And it's like, I can get it. I mean, there's a box in my hands, but I can get the door. And they're like, hold on, here you go. Okay. You got it? Okay, good. You
Yeah,
got it. All
yeah,
right.
yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
go back to the boxes. I'm right there. I'm up next. I'm up next. Oh, someone's coming. Here, come on through. I got the door already. I'm holding it for you. Let's go. And you're like, this guy's working so hard. Just
It's a
do the damn
verbal
job.
mirage right there. Something that
Yes.
never happens. He just
A
dictates it.
verbal mirage.
Yeah.
Well, then I've had guys who I work with, and God bless them, they have to do a number two when the hard work comes. And they're
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, my stomach. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go. And it's like, we've been shooting this shit for 2 hours, dude. It just showed up. What the hell are you talking about? You run into these in other realms too, but I was just talking
So
strictly from the physical moving boxes
what's
thing.
the
What
maximum
are they?
amount of time you've spent in a bathroom while working?
At work? Probably
Yeah.
like half an hour one time. I don't know, just like avoiding whatever, like just chilling down there, checking out your phone, scrolling.
Good old Kosh clans. You're gonna get both attacks
Yeah,
in.
yeah, probably
Your
back in
legs
the
are
day.
going
Yeah,
numb. You can't stand
that's all
up.
right. It's worth it, worth it. So, we all do it from time to time. I get it. It's not like,
Every
you
day.
know,
Yeah.
oof, work avoider here.
No, it used to be me. It's the weirdest thing. I have an office where no one's there except me. And whenever I go to the bathroom, I have to lock both doors and then go to the bathroom. And like, I would think that I would like enjoy, like relax because there's no one around, but it's creepy. It's weird
Really?
enough that I'm
Because
like, I can't. I should be working if no one's watching me. strange.
Like you feel like you would enjoy it more if it was on the company dime and you were avoiding work, sort
Yeah.
of.
If someone was
That's
watching
weird.
me and like tallying up my time, it's like finally, like I can take my own
Time to get
time.
away. I can
Yeah.
get away from it.
But
But
if it's
here
like,
it's like you're not really timed anyway. It's like it's eating up your free time almost.
exactly, it's like I should get my
Plus
stuff
it
done so I
plus
can
it's
just like
empty as
go
hell.
home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems kind of weird. Yeah.
I'd rather focus on something busy. But it's the same thing as the work avoider. It's like the
Mhm.
work avoider is usually,
So
has a
who's the
certain
work
amount of time.
avoider in the office place?
It's the person that like talks to everybody and will like linger and like hope conversations go on. And then it's usually kind of like there's like a heady element to that person that's like they've survived so many like layoffs and cutbacks because they always have like some task that is like really kind of mysterious that if you bring it to them, they'll
Yes.
like turn it
Oh,
around
I'll
and
do
give it
that.
back to you
I'll
somehow.
do that. I'll
Yeah,
do that. Let me get this back to you. I gotta do my thing with it. What
exactly.
do you do? What do you do? Hmm. And then they take their sweet time because you know it's only a 5 second job, but they spend 5 days doing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
And then
could
it's
see that.
crap when you get it, so you have to change it anyway. And you're just like, what is this like? And
What
then
are you
they
doing
act
here?
like they're like they know they use the keywords. They throw out like a few keywords so that it always seems like they're like in the know, but they don't really know
Ah,
what the keywords
keyword
mean.
users. Throwing around them words. See, I'm talking about a guy who kind of feels like he's doesn't work as hard or as efficiently as everyone else, so he has to pretend he does, I guess.
No, I think he's masterful. That's
So
genius.
he is doing a good job. He's a genius. He's manipulated the
Yeah.
system to its fullest extent.
Yeah. It's like once you reach a certain point, you should just be the laziest as possible to get the most money.
That makes sense. I have nothing
Yeah.
against that. The problem is, I think the way I was raised, like I end up doing all the lug work, the sweat work.
Hmm.
I clean up the most messes at any job I go to.
How many
I'm
times were you
always like
beaten as a
sweeping
child?
crap up. Beaten?
Yeah, physically.
I think probably only like six.
See, I think I could count like three, maybe.
Yeah, I could probably
Maybe
count six or
beat
seven.
twice as
Lickings,
much. That would make
lickings.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, twice as much. You're absolutely right. That's why I have twice as many morals. I like to refresh the audience.
Yeah. It's not going to work when you're a young child who are beaten by your father. Go back to the coal
Mhm.
mines, Nick.
Go back
Go
to
get your
work.
shovel.
I don't care if you're tired.
I can't see anymore. My
Ah,
eyes are covered
I
in
have to. I,
coal.
I have to go number two. Not now. You don't. Uh, so these people, they aren't harmful to you per se. I mean, they sort of make more work for you
It's when they try to group
inadvertently.
up with you or like they bring
Well,
you
right. You don't
down.
work in a
Yeah.
project with them. It's like being in a group project where the one guy's like tossing around all the ideas and everything, and then when it comes up to divvying the work, he's like, "Oh, my part. I think I have the organizational part." And it's like, "This is the organizational part." He's like, "Yeah, I'll take care of that." And you're like, "We just did." And he's like, "You guys get this part, and you do the speech for class, and you get it all written down. I'm organizing it. We're all organizing it, but I'm organizing it." Okay.
We had one of those guys that like in our senior design project, he was the one who had to like take all the documents and put them on a wiki, and for some reason he never did it.
Oh, he didn't even do it. That's awesome.
Yeah. And everyone got the same grade, so it's like you are
Yeah.
the laziest bastard, Chuck. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I like how you name drop him. It's awesome.
Yeah.
The
Go play soccer, Chuck. That's all you can do.
Was he good at it?
He's all right.
All right, fair. So these people are at your workplace. You got to try and. I guess you don't have to avoid them, but you don't want to work with them too much.
Hmm.
But maybe you work with them every day. I have no idea. Like
It's
you
not
just have to.
necessarily bad to work with them. I mean, it is, but like most of the time you're not working with them. It's just like the way they come off whenever you're around them. I think that's the most grating because you know they're full of shit. It's just a fake.
Yeah,
It's a visage, right? A persona
yeah,
that
it
they
is.
put on.
Yeah, I've met lots of like. It's so funny. Like I know right away a hardworking truck driver guy versus like one that really is like, you guys don't have a forklift? No, it's broke. Do you think there's a way you can get it working? No, we got to unload it by hand. And he's like, you sure? My back. My back.
It's one of those
One of you guys
almosters.
wants to come up here?
They
Yeah,
like get
he's
all
he
prepared and they
acts like
lean in to do it,
he's
and they're
like
like, "Oh, you forgot. I don't
he's
have
going real
the."
slow. He's like, I don't have my back brace today. Is there any way you guys could do all the lifting and move it for me? And it's like, yeah, I guess so, dude. We'll friggin' get it. You fucking
He's like, "Good, good."
you
Because like,
mumble.
I just today. It was
Yeah,
just,
because this
I
is
just,
just
yeah. It's
any
been
other
a little
day.
while.
Ooh.
Yeah. I
I got a
I
week.
need to see a doctor. I got to make an appointment. Never,
I got a week
never
back. When
happens.
did that start? About a week back. Love that joke. That's such a good joke. That's my favorite joke. Anyway, these people you don't necessarily want to avoid them. Maybe you can't. My advice is to just ignore it. I mean, it's
Hmm.
they're putting in so much work to not work, make up excuses, do this, make small talk. You don't want to, in turn, make more work to call them out for
Uh-huh.
not working and try and make them work. It's just like just work around it. Just
Yeah.
like if you gotta
Just get a
do an
divorce.
extra,
You'll be fine.
you just gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta plow into it. Okay.
Huh. I
So yeah,
think that covers it, right?
I think it kind of does. I mean, there's nothing we can really do about them. There's no getting rid of them, or it's not like they're making your life terrible. It's just a pain in the ass.
You wish the world would go back to ancient Greece and see how those people handle themselves.
They probably had them back then too. Probably.
Probably.
Anyway, they put so much work into not working that it's almost admirable, and it's almost like they're putting in just as much work as you, just in a different way. It's weird. So just avoid them or whatever, and don't necessarily call them out, because then
That's
they're
a
going to work
mistake.
harder, and then you have to work harder to call them out further, and then they're going to call you out if it looks like you weren't working, and you're like, no, you're the not worker, and it's like, God damn it! Now you're in a game, and it's like, dude, just ignore it. Just do your work. They'll be fine. If they want to do a little less work, whatever, fuck them. And that's our advice. So glory to you, glory to me, glory to everyone, and let me say from the Predators, Predators.
Predators.